Learning about the financial markets have become very expensive these days, with online gurus charging up to $1,000 just to teach you the basics. I, Muturi the trader, have taken up the responsibility to teach anyone willing to learn, free of charge. Yes, I repeat that again, free of charge. All I ask is consider subscribing to this channel, and I'll be teaching you the basics and everything I've learned so far within my 1 year trading experience, using all the materials that I used, using the book that I used, known as the Candlestick Bible by MUNEHISA Homna. If this is something that might interest you, you know what to do down there. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the charts right now. The Candlestick Trading Bible is one of the most powerful trading systems in history. It was invented by Homer Munehisa, the father of candlestick patterns. This trader is considered to be one of the most successful traders in history. He was known as the god of the market in his days. His discovery made him more than 10 billion in today's dollars. So Homer Munehisa is the god of candlestick patterns. So let's check more. So this book gives more details on the history of candlestick patterns. So the Japanese candlesticks are the language of financial markets. If you get the skill of reading the charts, you will understand what the market is telling you, and you will be able to make the right decisions uh, in the right time. So on the overview of the book, we'll talk more of the candlesticks anatomy. We have the candlesticks pattern. We have the market structure. We have the time frames and the top-down analysis, and trading strategies and tactics. And finally, we learn more on the money management. So we have the history of candlesticks. Candlesticks have been around uh, a lot longer than anything similar in the Western world. The Japanese were looking at charts far back in the 17th century, whereas the earliest known charts in the US appeared in the late 19th century. So the Japanese were way ahead of the game. Rice trading had established in Japan in 1654 with gold, silver, and rapeseed oil following soon after. The rice markets dominated the Japan at the time, and the commodity became it seemed more important more than hard currency. So rice was the main thing in Japan. Munehisa Homna, aka Syoki Honma, a Japanese rice trader, was born in the early 1700s. Is widely credited as being the early exponents of the rice trade, tracking price action. He understood the basic supply and demand dynamics, but also identified the fact that emotion played part in setting the price. So why candlesticks are important to your trading analysis? Candlesticks are important to your trading analysis because it is considered as the visual representation of what is going on in the market. So when we look at this market right over here, when we see what is going on in this market, you can be able to understand what is all this going on in the market. So these are candlesticks. One of these is a candlestick. The market is currently live. So what is forming right here is a candlestick. This is gold, XAU USD. So this is gold trading against the US dollar. So you can see these are visual representations. It's something that you can see on what is going on in the market. So by looking at a candlestick, we get a valuable information about the open, the high, the low, and the close of the price, which will give us an idea about the price movement. The candlesticks are flexible They can be used alone or in combination with technical analysis tools such as moving averages. I'll be able to be showing you that later. And the momentum oscillators, they can be used also with methods such as the Dow theory or the Elliott wave theory. We're going to cover all that if it is covered in this book. I read it a while back, so I don't completely remember everything. So the book goes ahead to give a little bit more history on how people in the West came to know about candlesticks way later, way after the Japanese had already discovered it in the 17th century using that rice trade. So we are going straight to the main point on what is a candlestick. So a Japanese candlesticks are formed using the open, high, low, and close of the chosen frame. So I'm going to show you in real life on a live market on what really. So maybe I can zoom in on. I can zoom in here so we can have a clear look on individual candlesticks. So as you can see here, this candlesticks tells has valuable information in them. So basically, when you see this, is it blue or green? I'm not so good with colors, but this, I think it's blue. Yeah, no, it's green. It's green. Pardon, guys. This green candlestick, I mean, represent that the market is currently going up, and or there are more buyers in the market. But when you see this red candlestick, you know that there are more sellers in the market that are trying to push the prices down. So if this is gold trading against the US dollar, this is the buying pressure, and this is the selling pressure. So according to the Candlestick Trading Bible, the Japanese candlesticks are formed using the open, high, low, and close of the chosen time frame. So currently we are in the 4 hours time frame. So let me show you about the open, highs, and lows. So basically, what you see right here, these wicks, they are called wicks or shadows. So basically these, let me give you an example with maybe this one. You can see this, let me try to zoom in more. On this candlestick, this wick is the lower shadow or the lower wick. This is the upper shadow or the upper wick. So on this candlestick, what does it tell us? Basically, this rectangular thing that you see on this right here, this rectangular thing, this is called the real body. So the real body you get in a bullish market. You get, this is where the open of this market is. This is where the market opened, and you can see the sellers trying to push down to this point, which is at the lower wick or the lower shadow, creating a low down here. So this is the low down here. This is the open. This is the low. So as the sellers were trying to push down the market, the buyers overcame them and we're able to sell up to this point, creating a high. So this is the high right here. But the sellers overcame, but could not overdo whatever the buyers had done, and the market closed down here. It closed down here, so creating this wick and creating this wick. So these wicks or shadows has different stories. So that's on a bullish candlestick. So on a bearish candlestick, it's the other way around. The open is right here. Remember, on the bullish, the open was here. Right now, the open is down, is up here. So the open, the market opened up here, but the buyers tried to push up the market, creating this high right here. But the sellers overcame them and were able to sell down up to this point, creating this low down here. So this is the low, this is the high, this is the low. But we are pushed back up by the buyers, and the market was able to close down here. So right now we understand what is the open, the close, the high, and the low. The open, the close, the high, and the low. So yeah, we don't know. We don't now know what a candlestick is. So as you can see, not all candlesticks are the same. We have big candlesticks, or rather long candlesticks, and short candlesticks. What does a long candlestick mean? So a long body or a long candlestick refers to a strong buying pressure. So if we have a long bullish candlestick, means that the buying pressure is quite high. And if we have a low, a long short bearish candlestick, we can say that we have a strong selling pressure. So generally, if you see a small candlestick or a candlestick with a small body, we can generally say that there was little to no buying pressure, or little to no selling pressure, according to whatever was happening in the market at that time. Either people were buying or people were selling. So yeah, that is going to be my first video. We have covered how many pages have we covered? About 12 pages. Okay, we can talk more about maybe the long shadows and the short shadows. So we can see these are an example of a long shadow, and this is an example of a short shadow. So according to the book, what does a long shadow or a long shadow? So as we can see here, these are long lower shadow, right? So meaning the selling pressure was more on this point, but it was rejected. But we can see that there is a selling pressure. That's why knowing a long upper or lower shadow is very important. Maybe we can check on another example of maybe a bullish. All right, we can see on this one right here, we had more buying pressure, but the selling pressure overcame right there. So Noting these wicks is very important. It's very important. We have another example right here of a long upper wick. So all these wicks are very important in noting in the candlesticks pattern. So generally the books goes ahead and says that this trading system works, but be prepared to lose some trades. Losing is part of the game. If you're looking for a 100% winning system, I highly recommend you stop trading and look for another business. Yeah. So whatever this book offers, it says it's not a holy grail, and you will not get 100% of your trades. So yeah, I think I'm going to close down there. On the next video, I don't want to make this video too long. We are going to learn about the candlestick patterns. So we have generally done the history of candlesticks, and we have learned about what is a candlestick. We have known about what a candlestick look like. We have seen the upper body, the upper shadow and the lower shadows right here. We now know about the highs. We now know about the lows. We know about the open, close, the highs and the lows. So we know about all that. So in the next video, we are going to study more about the candlestick patterns. So if this is something that you would like to see, drop that a like in the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.